Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to do a quick video just talking about some of my favorite Gothic bands or Gothic metal bands. I don't have many, to be completely honest, but I figured around the time of Halloween with, you know, the Gothic flair going on all over the place, I might as well talk a little bit, do something a bit different. So, my favorite Gothic band, hands down, who I absolutely love, but they will not admit that they're Gothic, is the Sisters of Mercy. If you haven't checked them out, they call them the grandfathers of goth. They were extremely popular, I guess, in like the 70s and 80s in the Gothic scene. Excellent music. They did 3 full albums, and then I think like a greatest hits. There's something on it for kind of everyone. It goes to like slow Gothic, then it gets to more of a rock type goth. Really, really awesome stuff. Check them out. Some of the guys from them left and started another band called The Mission, or The Mission UK. They're pretty good too. Not as good as Sisters of Mercy, but still pretty, decent. Some of my other bands I really liked, I guess you would consider Gothic, would be The Cure, in a way. They have a little bit of an ambiance to them. Not full goth the way like Sisters of Mercy or whoever else does it, but it's, sort of like if you take, what the hell is that band from South America? They do Moonspell. Great band. It's kind of has a gothic-y heavy metal fusion. The Cure isn't that. They don't have heavy metal. It's more of a mellow, sad, somber band. But Moonspell's pretty good too, by the way. Another one of my favorites is Fields of the Nephilim. They also had a side project at one point, or at least the singer did, called Nephilim. It was spelt Nephilim instead of with a PH. And that was like heavier, industrial, gothic-y kind of metal. It was really great, really different. So both of his bands there were excellent. I like both Fields of the Nephilim and just Nephilim. Trying to think who else you would probably consider Gothic that oh, and another one that really grew on me that I like a lot. Let me pick up that call. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That was Beth calling. I was talking about, slightly funny story, but not really funny, I guess. I was working in GameStop at the time. I worked there from between, I think, 18 to 21. I just turned 18, so 18 to 21. And I remember working behind the counter, and some guy walks in, he has this really cool shirt, black shirt, with like a white figure, kind of like evil looking, sort of like a silhouette type thing going on. I think there was bats involved, I don't really remember. Not bats like this, bats like, vampire bats or whatever. So I said, what is that? And he goes, oh, it's a band I saw. It's like kind of like a local band. So I looked it up, and the band was called Empire Hideous, which always sounded funny to me, because I always thought it should have been Hideous Empire. Empire Hideous doesn't have as much of a ring to it, but anyhow, the singer's name is Mike Hideous, but instead of M-I-K-E, he spells it M-Y-K-E. Kind of like Vampire Mike. It's, with a Y instead of an I, because, we're cool like that. So, I then find out Mike Hideous was a fill-in for the Misfits after, I think, what's-his-face left? Michael Graves left. And he hadn't done an album with them, he just did touring, like concerts with them. And that's how he kind of got a little more famous, or a little more, well-known. But then he went back to doing his other stuff after he left the band, or after he left the touring, scene with them. So the Empire Hideous is really good too. It has like an older Gothic sound to it, and I like them a lot because you don't hear, I think at least, I don't hear much Gothic music anyway, but you don't hear a lot of bands put that out there. And he's never really gotten super famous. He did write a book, but you don't hear that a lot, where bands are still putting out that kind of Gothic-y sound. Not that I was in the goth scene by any shape or form, I didn't go to any of those clubs or anything like that. I'm not a club person, and I think that was probably before my time. But definitely check out some of these bands. Also check out Nephilim Grave on YouTube. He's an excellent goth YouTuber. Really smart guy, very well spoken, and his voice is very, very soothing. Very calming and relaxed when you hear them speak. But check out Sisters of Mercy, hands down. Any of their albums. Fields of the Nephilim, Moonspell if you want to get a bit harder, Empire Hideous, The Cure if you want to be in that little more mellowy, sad kind of mood. And whoever else I named in the video that I'm forgetting to name now. Mission UK, they're pretty good. So check all these bands out. Tell me what you think. Another one that's pretty good, but they're a little poppier and they have a little bit of a weird Hot Topic kind of image going on, is 69 Eyes. They did a song called Lost Boys after the movie, and that was pretty cool. And then they did a song called Brandon Lee, about, you know, Brandon Lee from The Crow. So check them out too. They're pretty good, but they're a little more dramatic. You know, they're not as I don't want to use the word underground. They're just a little more like showy and like goofy in a way. But they're good too. I like them too. The guy probably wishes he was in the Sisters of Mercy, to be honest. So check these bands out. Happy Halloween, guys. Tell me what, you know, some of your favorite Gothic bands were, who you listen to. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.